Great morning, great morning, great morning. Welcome, you guys. I'm super excited to be here with you this morning. Come on in, come on in. We are yet on the road again. But it was very fruitful, so I'm excited about that. You guys come on in, come on in. I'm going to wait for you. I'm going to give you a minute to come on up in here, okay? Great day, great day. Good morning. I'm not sure who it is, but good morning. All right, all right. You all do me a favor. Let me know who's here and where you're tuning in from. Let me know who's here and where you are tuning in from. And we are going to get started. Y'all know what we do in the morning time. We don't have one that's open. I finished it, didn't I? Finished it off. Oh my goodness. Listen, I gotta re-up with my live ABC. Come on in, come on in. I can't really share. Let's see if this will let me do it. Might be a lot of pull on it. I'm gonna see. All right, let me try to share. While my husband opens my bottle. Hey, Kim. Oh my goodness. Girl, it's so good to see you. Yes. Hey, Antoine, how are you? Good to see you. All right, y'all, let me share and y'all help me out and share as well. Go ahead and share. Hey, Mike, great morning, great morning. Come on in, come on in. Let me get my share on. Oh, Lord. It don't want to act right. Oh, yeah, it don't want to act right. It's not going to let me do what I'm trying to do. Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. Y'all, please make sure you go ahead and share. So we can get it together. All right, let me share it in my story. Okay. I'm going to share one more place and we're going to get started. Hey, Cap. How you doing, brother? Here we go. All right. Okay. So let me go ahead and get started. Y'all know what we do. Y'all know what we do. Y'all know what this is. And if you don't know what this is, where you been? Right? Alive is our amazing liquid superfood. It helps to balance your blood sugar. It promotes your immune system. It helps to balance out your hormones, your mood, elevates your mood, increases your libido, also enhances your metabolism, increases your metabolism, and assists with weight management. All right, all of that and so much more. It also helps with inflammation. That's one of the big things that it's done for me, is just help with inflammation. So look, this is what we do. Y'all know what we do now. Shot. Everybody shake. Shake the devil off. Shake. Shake the devil off. ABC is easy as 1, 2, 3. I'm telling you, do, re, mi, ABC, 1, 2, 3. Alive. It's you and me. So here we go. I don't have my shot glass. I'm drinking out the bottle. Okay, so judge not, because you ain't got no Alive ABC. All right, y'all, here we go. Y'all know what we do. We shake it up. Normally we pour it up, but today we just gonna open it up and drink it up. Mm, my God, today. I need every bit of that. All right, y'all. So today we are on day 20 of our 21-day fast. I'm super excited about that. It is day 20 and we're talking about promises, promises. Listen, you know our God will keep what? His promises, promises. Okay, promise. God's promises bring hope. We're coming from Hebrews chapter 6, verses 11 through 16. Our great desire is that you will keep on loving others as long as life lasts, in order to make certain that what you hope for will come true. Then you will not become spiritually dull and indifferent. Instead, you will follow the example of those who are going to inherit God's promises because of their faith and endurance. For example, there was God's promise to Abraham. Since there was no one greater to swear by, God took an oath in his own name, saying, I will certainly bless you, multiply your descendants beyond number. Listen, God has made us promises. That's Hebrews 6, 11 through 16. God has made us promises, and God is true to his word. So let me share with you this devotion today. Baby, the way this text jumped out at me this morning is beyond words. I've read and heard a lot of God's promises, not everyone, but a lot of them. But this just hit me differently today. Let's just start with the first sentence. Our great desire is that you will keep on loving others as long as life lasts, in order to make certain that what you hope for will come true. Hebrews 6:11, New Living Translation. Paul said that their hope was that the people would keep loving others to ensure that what the people hope for will happen. My God, today, love is such a powerful tool, and it is an undeniable key to unlocking the promises of God. Maybe you've noticed a part of the text before, but I promise you that I've never seen that part of the text stand out like it did today. My focus has always been on the part that says, I will certainly bless you, multiply your descendants beyond number. This revelation just blew me away. It ought to be an encouragement to those of us who focus on loving others that God has made that a part of making. Let me start over. It ought to be an encouragement to those of us who focus on loving others that God has made that a part of making what we hope for come true. So let's talk about what we hope for. I want you to take a minute and really think about what you hope, believe for in your life. Write it down on paper. Put it on your vision board. Save it on your phone. Print it out and stick it on your bathroom mirror. Place it on your refrigerator. Place it on the car dashboard. Make sure it is visible all around you and everywhere you go. Why? Why do I need to do that, Dr. V? Well, let me tell you why. It's one thing to keep the vision before you, but it's another thing to keep the vision before you, knowing what is required to make certain that what we hope for comes true, manifests. Every time you look at the vision and you see yourself there and it having already come true, remind yourself of how you must keep on loving others. When others get on your nerves and everything in you wants you to give them a piece of your mind, remember how you must keep on loving others. When life is lifing and people are peopling, remind yourself how you must keep on loving others to make certain that what you hope for comes true. God made Abraham a promise. He promised him that he would bless, and his seed would be beyond number, uncountable. And it came to pass. So whatever God has promised you, believe that it shall come to pass. In fact, it has already happened in the spirit, so you can shout now. Thank God for it now. Celebrate it now. Declare it done now. And it is done in the spirit now. However, if you want to make certain that it comes true in the natural, we must keep on loving others. We have to keep on loving when they are unlovable. We have to keep on loving others when they make us mad. We have to keep on loving others when they lie on us. We have to keep on loving others when they disappoint us. We have to keep on loving others when we realize that they are our Judas. We have to keep on loving others when they can't stay awake long enough to pray while we are going through. We have to keep on loving others when they deny us. We have to keep on loving others when we are on the cross. We have to keep on loving others when we are crucified. We have to keep on loving others until we draw our last breath. Even as I wrote this devotion, I thought about Jesus going to the cross and his entire journey with the disciples. When he rose from the dead, he went back to the very ones who denied him, slept on him, ran on him, those same ones he chose and used. I also thought about the death and transition of Bishop Carlton Pearson, who helped so many that did the same thing to him that the disciples did to Jesus. And yet, all the way to the very end, he kept on loving them. I can't imagine being able to do that, but he did it all the way to the very end, and he kept on loving. I wonder if he saw what he hoped for come true. Whether he did or didn't, his life and his love was a powerful example of radical obedience to God, staying the course, standing on your convictions no matter what, and living by faith. He did all that and so much more. Today, we honor the work and life of this great man of God. I pray that we will keep on loving others to make certain that what we hope for will come true. Listen, I'm not here to tell you that it's always easy to keep on loving others, but it doesn't change the fact that it's God's expectation for us. And maybe it'll make it a little easier for us to keep on loving others when we remember that God keeps on loving us. As much as we mess up, as much as we miss the mark, as much as we get it wrong, God doesn't stop loving us. So who are we to stop loving others? In the natural, it sometimes seems so overwhelming that it may make you want to quit. Like, I just can't do that, right? But the truth of the matter is you can. We can. And it's a matter of us choosing to do just that. I have to remind myself of the importance, not just of keep on loving others, but the importance of giving grace and mercy and having patience. Because it's easy, particularly with those that you love, to not be as patient as you are with other people. But if you can be patient with people that you don't know, how much more so should you be patient with people that you say that you love? I just want us to think about that for a minute, because sometimes, many times, that's the snare that the enemy uses, because you're like, oh, well, oh, that's just my husband, that's just my wife, oh, that's just my sister, that's just my brother, that's just my aunt, that's just my uncle. You know, that's family, that's different. It is different. And so since it's different, why not treat it like it's different? Why not give them an extra level of love, right? Instead of shorting them on the love, the grace, the mercy, and the patience portion. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I know that's an area I struggle in, especially when I find myself frustrated. My greatest struggle is not loving, but that grace, that mercy, and that compassion, right? It's easy to get caught up in what you're going through and miss the mark on how we are to treat one another. Don't let that be the case for you. Don't let today be another day where we repeat the same old patterns, where we do the same old stuff, where we show up the same old way, and not understand that God is trying to do something inside of us that will prepare us to be able, listen to me, to make certain that what we hope for comes to pass. Listen, Prophet Sammy said, ooh, not me, but they be the ones cutting up the most, just disrespectful. I know. So listen. sometimes, even in the midst of that, that's just God pruning us. God is pruning us. Come on, y'all. Y'all know we need pruning. Y'all know our love be suspect. Y'all know our patience be low. Y'all know our grace and mercy be limited. Come on, but that's not how God works. So we've got to do that work. We've got to continue that work. And we have to forgive easily, quickly, and often. We have to forgive easily, quickly, and often. Now, I'm not going to lie, y'all. That's a struggle for me. I'm just talking about me. It might not be a problem for y'all, but it's a struggle for me because, I have petty tendencies. And so I have to make sure that I check my petty because it will, honey, listen, it'll have me out here acting a fool. But that's not God. That's a trick of the enemy to get you operating in your flesh so that he can limit God's promises being manifested in your life. Angel number 111. I believe that we can do this. I know we can. I know if Jesus did it, we can do it. Okay? Didn't he say, "In greater works than these shall you do?" But listen, check this out. When we read that and we recite that text, we often think about the signs, the miracles, and the wonders, right? Right? But I think some of his greatest work was his ability to love and forgive, even more so than the miracles. The miracles were an outward sign, but listen, the loving and forgiving, the restoration, I don't know. I feel like that's what he wants us to do. And in our absence, in our failure to do so, we limit God's hand and what he's able to do in our lives because we're not ready. We're not ready. So today, let's get ready. Let's really get ready. And let's allow God to be God and to do what it is that he is calling on us to do and to be. I love my husband, but traveling together is one of our greatest challenges, and we do a lot of traveling. So can you imagine that, right? It's one of our greatest challenges, right? But why is it a challenge? It's a challenge, but because he's got how he drives and I've got how I drive. Now, I don't drive often, but when I do drive, I don't need no extra, okay? Because I'll be like, I don't have to drive never again. I'll be good, right? But that's petty. Did I think it? I thought it long and hard, and I had so many things that I could say. I had so many things that were going around in my mind, and I had to make a choice. Did y'all hear what I said? I had to make a choice. Not to say all the stuff that came to my mind, not to say everything that came to my head, and it ain't that it was a lie, but it wouldn't have been profitable. So why do things that aren't profitable in your relationship? See, y'all, that's where our saboteurs come in. Our saboteurs will have us sabotaging what can be an absolutely amazing time together because our mouths, okay? Listen, sis. I made the choice. It was hard, but I made it. Look, all I can do is so glad I made it. I made it through. But we've got to make choices. And we've got to own that we have a choice. Stop acting like you don't have no choice. Well, I couldn't help it. You could. You could. You made a choice. Check your choices. Check what you're choosing. Right? And if we do that, then God can do the other work. And I promise you, God is the great redeemer. Listen, he'll redeem you. You ain't got to worry about it. God will redeem your name. Remember, the word of God says he will make your name great. So you ain't got to prove nothing. You ain't got to get the last word. You don't have to. You don't have to. Now, I'm not all the way there yet with the last word because I be wanting the last word. I ain't going to lie to you. I be wanting the last word. I ain't going to lie. This why. This why. This why black people. This why black people. And when I be trying to confess, and them extra sounds come, I be like, you know what? I bet I won't say nothing else. You see how we work? See how the flesh works? But look, we gotta be bigger than that. When will we? When will you be bigger than get back? When will you be bigger than the last word? I mean, we got to get there. Baby, it hurts though. I don't know about y'all, but it hurts. I physically feel pain. I physically feel pain. He over here laughing. He laughing at me, but I'm serious. It pains me physically. I get a knot in my stomach.
Because you can't get the last word.
Yeah, because yes. I get a knot in my stomach because I be having all this stuff I want to say. All these great comebacks.
Remember, I just said we can't get to the next level until we pass the level that we on.
That's correct. So this is my thing. Can you help me pass?
No, you got to pass that on your own.
Well, can you just not say some stuff and do some stuff so that I don't have to deal with that? Let me pass off somebody else. Let me pass off somebody else. Can I please pass off somebody else? Oh, Lord. Am I the only one that physically feel something when you want to say something and you can't say it? Am I the only one?
What we're going to do, we're going to get a jar. And every time you
No, what about you?
I'll put a cord in the jar.
No, listen.
I don't have to have the last word, but you do.
Yes, he do. He be trying to get the last word, but I be like, nope, you're not going to get it. Prophet said, you got it, sis. You can do it. You can do all things through Christ. And that's what I be like Christ in the garden. I be in the garden. I be rocking and praying. I be praying and rocking and praying, praying and rocking. Thank you, sis, for letting me know that I am not the only one. Thank you, April. Listen, y'all, but it be these men to be acting like they ain't got to get the last word in. I remember one day, great morning, Evelyn. I remember one day my husband said, you just got to get the last word. He kept going. He kept saying stuff. I would say something, he'd say something, right? Then he said, well, you just got to get the last word. You just got to get the last word. What? Somebody going to have the last word? Because somebody going to be the last one to say something. He said, well, you ain't got to always get the last word. Yes, I do. And do. He said, you got to get the last and do. He said, well, you can just stop. See what I'm talking about? They do be super petty, but it be undercover petty, and they be acting like they not being petty. They do. We can acknowledge our petty. They do not acknowledge their petty. Like, I wasn't being petty. I was just saying. I was trying to help you understand. I understood what you said the first time. I didn't agree with what you said. So why are we still talking about it, right? I acknowledge my petty. I acknowledge my petty.
I'm going to let you have the last word.
Oh, now you want to let me have the last word because he don't want to acknowledge his petty. See what I'm saying? He going to let me have the last word so he don't have to acknowledge his petty. That's what I be talking about. The lack of acknowledgement, okay?
Man, my petty is lowercase. Your petty is capital and cursive even. So we ain't going to out-petty each other. Your petty is grown petty. My petty elementary petty. Yeah.
The old folks used to say, if you can't stand the fire, stay out the what? Kitchen. We ain't even got to get in the kitchen. We don't have to. We don't have to. Thank you, baby, for acknowledging your lowercase petty. Yeah. So we can understand and recognize for us and in us. Right. Just like sin. He got lowercase sin. I got capital sin. You understand?
No, all sin is the same. That we talking about petty now.
All petty ain't. Petty ain't petty.
I'm gonna let you have the last word. We're almost home.
But you didn't. Y'all, listen. That's the real, though. See, we don't want to deal with the real. That's the real. The real is, it is a constant process. It is a constant evolution. It's constant. It's ongoing. It's ever changing, always evolving, becoming the better version of yourself, the best version of yourself, the version of yourself that God originally created you to be. And if we be honest, when we talk about petty, if we be honest, many times it is a result of something that's happened in our past that has made us feel like we didn't have control. And if we couldn't control anything else, we were going to control the last word. We were going to control, our get back, our response. We were going to control that. You may get me, but I'm going to get you back, right? Those are all responses developed in childhood. And the result of our saboteurs, right? So this is why I do the work that I do, because I know for me, I ain't talking about nobody else. Leave my husband out of it. I ain't talking about nobody else, but for me, this work is ongoing and continual. It's ongoing and continual, which means that it's always happening. Evelyn said, I was told everything don't deserve a comment. It doesn't. Correct. Great morning, Summerlin. So today, remember this, that if you want to make certain that the things that you hope for come to pass, love others always. Keep loving them. Keep loving them. Keep loving them and loving them and loving them. And maybe, just maybe, you'll love the hell out of them. Maybe, just maybe, you'll love the bitterness out of them. Maybe, just maybe, you'll love the anger and the envy and the jealousy out of them. But love them nonetheless. You ain't got to love them up close and personal, but you can love them from a distance. But love them, right? The word of God says this: oh man, no man, nothing but to love one another. That's the goal. Love one another. Jesus always talking about love, 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 love. Woo! That's a sign that love is important. Prophetess Tammy said, amen. Y'all coming into your quantum infinite intimacy. Amen. We getting there. It's the making of the Johnsons. It's the becoming the Johnsons. Angel number 122. Listen, you all, if you've not yet registered for No More Sabotage, you need to register. It's today and tomorrow. Today and tomorrow. Let me put that link up there. It's bit.ly/No More Sabotage. bit.ly/No More Sabotage. Listen, this class tonight is going to be different. I'm just telling y'all, it's going to be different. I already know God is getting ready to do some stuff. Anytime I go through major shifts, that means that my classes go through shifts as well, right? So there's going to be another level of application, another level of explanation, another level of exposure. And if you're serious about your journey, you want to make sure you get there. bit.ly/No More Sabotage. Listen, Afterpay is available. You want to get there. Register early so that you can get the link for the assessments that you need to take, and you'll be ready tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all don't miss it. Know this. Know that God's desire is to manifest the promises that He's made us. His condition is that we will keep on loving each other. Love one another. It's worth it. All right, you guys. I love you guys to life and life more abundant. I'll see you all back here at 9:30 a.m. Eastern for our Sabbath worship service. I don't want you to miss that. There is a word from the Lord, and it's a powerful word, and it's amazing because the word is going to connect to what we talked about today. God is a connecting God. It's time for us to really be delivered from self, right? All right, y'all. I love you to life. Life more abundant. Have an amazing, incredible, and epic day. I'll see you soon. Mwah.